The match just started.
All right, we're gonna go and port on over, and you guys take the lead.
My lord, look at that health though. You know, I remember when back in the day when it was like 10k health, but then you realize that maybe you rather just keep some offensive stats, so you just decide going for the a little bit close to 10k, but not necessarily 10k. But I like the Stitch so far. It's pretty interesting for both.
Interesting move on the first turn blade. Going on the offensive.
I can probably see some King Art or maybe some Orthoris plays. Maybe somehow they have some sort of triage with them, so they're more than likely going to expect a King Art play. So who knows? You might see some Orthoris here. This is like before the changes where Orthoris now becomes a very strong myth AoE. There's also some rumors that I've been told that they're actually going to probably change Basilisk to, instead of being like a damage over time stun, it might just be the new Orthoris, which is very interesting. Definitely would like to see it. I don't personally really mind Basilisk like not having its done overtime damage really, mainly because at the end of the day, the more superior overtime spell definitely has to be King Artorias. It just does so much for you. But yeah, we're seeing some defensive players here too.
Juan's baiting and for sure baiting a frostbite.
Yeah, that's probably something.
King Arthur Orthoris.
Oh, we got a pass from Juan here. I think really he's trying to get a frostbite in. I think really he probably has a shift ready. More than likely, this is probably like one of the more predictable moves that more than likely is going to have more of a shift play here. He probably has one in his hand, so he's just waiting for the perfect time. We got another pass from Brian as well, which I think it's more of a management type of thing. That's actually a really solid move.
Now he has to ice for it to take it off, or minute, or wand.
So he probably has a wand ready, I'm pretty sure. I'm just have to put the music on because I did not have any of this music on for some reason. There we go. Now the music's loud on my end. There we go. Now that's better.
So he does not care for the minion.
He might have a snow angel. You never know.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen that a couple of times. It's very interesting. The only question is, does Juan have something to respond to that move? I'm pretty sure he does have a shift in hand just in case. Unfortunately, the minion does fizzle, so he can't take an open shot here. He summons his own minion. Very interesting.
Played a minion war? Maybe, yeah. No. No, we're playing very interesting.
Oh yeah, quick question by the way. Are they limited to also the level of the gear that they can use, or is it just the stats and that's about it? Stats mainly? Okay. Because I know that I've seen some tournaments where it's both the stats and also the limited of the gear they can use. They can't really use Dragoon's gear or anything, which will make sense if you're doing 130s and 100s because of that Dragoon boost. It's very powerful. But we got an Orthodox play here. It's very nice.
Keep my 2, that's solid damage.
More than likely he has around 70 resistance, basically the cap for Myth. That is a little bit more, but still very solid hit.
Glass Cannon Ward.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just interested to see what Brian's going to be doing with the situation. He's almost at full pips. He's going to have to use them eventually. Goes for a field. One thing I do love about Myth as well is that they're really good at, keeping the bubbles fairly frequently, thanks to spells like Rat Illusionist and all that. It's very solid. So he goes for taking out the minion.
Oof. Get damage.
Can we get a crit? Let's go! How much does this do? I'm really curious. Is this enchanted? It is. Oh wow, that's solid. Some solid Homongo Frog damage here. And that, puppet minion's very much alive.
this shift in hands. Might have gotten rid of it.
Who knows? He might summon another minion here, but then that will leave him open. So, is he really willing to sacrifice that? We don't know. But so far, we have like the health advantage in Juan's hand, which is really good for him. He goes for a Snowbird. I think it was on Juan actually to remove the shield.
Nope, Icebird. Definitely on the minion. Nope, Juan.
Yeah, Icebird. I get those names confused for some reason. It's a bird made of ice. I think that was a pretty solid move, though. Trying to force Juan to be a little more defensive. Maybe trying to waste his info here. He goes for a field. Pretty solid. We might expect a load of winter play here, just for pip reasons.
For sure. But both of them are dumping their pips, they do it.
So honestly, yeah, that's really solid. If he does go for a load of winter, that would be really solid because by then he's just, for the most part, not really utilizing that info anymore, which definitely could save him a little bit of rounds.
Or if winner could do 4K maybe? 5K if he crits.
I'm pretty sure he has some sort of set resistance to ice, so maybe not the reason. We have a Winter Moon, though. I'm not sure what this is going to be combo into, but this should still do a decent amount of damage with 2 blades. Let's take a look. I think his point is just trying to... Yeah, it's not bad. I think the whole point is just trying to waste out info. He's trying to waste that offensive potential that Juan has currently. But that minion is still alive, though. You don't really want to shield too much against that minion. You're going to have to want to take him out sometime soon.
If he goes for a Snow Angel here, he just dumps all of his pips.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like, if anything, he might even just, like, Icebird the minion at this point just to get the offense going.
Yeah, that's his only move.
A weakness, okay.
Okay.
A minus 32. Very solid, actually, to have those. He might just try to take it off. Maybe try to go for, like, a yellow troll or so, you know, have a little bit more of the offense with the trap.
Yellow troll gives him most value, so yeah.
Or just goes for a blade. I mean, regardless, he basically just cancels out the weakness. So it really just depends on how he wants to play it. I could expect a dot play here sometime soon from Juan. Either that or another Orthoris. So we got a Frostbite here, preventing some shielding. Not bad. Ooh, a pip conversion. Is this an info or a brace? That's not a brace. It's fortify. I get those two confused sometimes too. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure about that Frostbite play, though.
Gives him an open shot if he wants to take it.
I feel like he has to respond to that minion somehow, though.
Yeah, he has to. Icebird. It's continue to be a problem. He doesn't.
I think the one good thing about that Frostbite play, though, is luckily he did get pip conversion from it, so it's as if he only spent around maybe 4 pips for that specific move.
Shield wall, good move. And he's just gonna use the minion to take it off.
I think that was a good move though, in case he wanted to just go for like an Orthodox play, maybe even the King Art play right then and there. You know, gives him a little bit of protection in the meantime. But that minion though, like I'm not sure why he's not trying to take out that minion. Oh, there you go. We got another one of these shields. This time it's the ice version. Very interesting.
I'm taking an open shot with, because he probably doesn't have frostbite triage in hand.
Probably. If he really wants to utilize those shields, he has to take out the minion. That Snow Elf is a really good play, though. That one's really solid. I like that. It's a lot better than the Frostbite.
One of the few situations where Ice Elf is better than Frostbite.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, here's the thing. The problem with Frostbite really is, like, right now he doesn't really have a field with him. Nor did he have blades in order for it to do a decent amount of damage. If it was just for, like, the purpose of shield breaking for the state of shield breaking, you might as well use something a little bit weaker so it just doesn't get triaged off. And basically, you know, you get a negative pip exchange for the round. Yeah, that minion really is taking out all those shields.
Yeah. Now he's gonna go for an Orthodox play.
Oh yeah, best believe it's gonna happen. I think Brian's best move during that time though was definitely a Lord Winter. That one's pretty solid. I like that. Just add to the mix.
Good intel here.
He basically has a tower shield on him because of that weakness. I like it.
Yeah, and swing very defensively.
Oh yeah, very defensive from both sides, definitely. An earthquake, okay.
Okay, that's a good move.
Interesting move, very
Takes
interesting.
a lot of value.
Oh yeah, he still has the field up, so he doesn't necessarily have to worry too much on his blades. Also, ice can't heal at the moment, so there's that too.
And you can follow this up with the Orthodox thing.
Yep, that's very solid. There we go. The moment of truth. Finally taking out that minion. He just realizes that it's a threat now.
He wants to myth wall and
yeah, definitely.
Start going on the offense.
I think this time Juan is definitely going to try to waste that fortify so that he can finally go on the offensive end. Summons a Talos. Very nice. I love to see it.
Going to be very hard to kill a Talos.
Oh hell yeah! Heck yeah!
Might have to crit an Ice Bird.
Mm-hmm. Power shield. Alright, then we got another blade.
Might be trying to chain stun into Basilisk.
Could be a thing. Because right now, Brian doesn't necessarily isn't stacking those shields at the moment, those stun blocks at the moment.
Oh,
so
Snow
it is
Angel.
possible. Snow Angel, there we go.
Yeah,
this one definitely has more value.
Pick up a minion and do some chip damage. Yeah, good value.
And the crit too. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah, the Talos is gone. He's just gone. Poor Talos. He didn't even get like 2 rounds. You know, honestly, I could have really saw like a shift play to an Orthrus, but unfortunately, he doesn't necessarily have the pips for it. The brace was definitely a great move.
And minimize the combo, yeah.
So finally removes the minion.
Change
Now
the
he's going for a field.
He's trying to bait Rattleisness.
I kind of doubt that's happening anytime soon. Like, he's technically fairly open to another hit. We got a Maycast Fortify coming in. I wonder if he goes for another wall. Goes for a field himself, this time plus 35. A little bit more powerful than the last one. Definitely will give him some sort of advantage. He's really thinking now. He's really thinking. Shields that stack. I'm not necessarily sure if that's the best idea.
Because now he can just Orthrus and deal a lot.
Or he can always just go for a King R if he really wanted to. Goes for a minion himself.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good too. I think really he's just wanting to make sure that he can combo if somehow the time does come for him to combo. Iceberg removing that minion.
Yep.
Yeah, instantly. He's not even thinking about it. Definitely was something for him to be able to have it so he doesn't have to play too defensively. He's just basically forcing Brian to remove those minions at all costs. He's trying to make Juan's trying to make some plays where that Frostbite isn't as effective, where you just desperately probably need a shield. So that's definitely really solid. We might even see a wall of some sort again, just in case. He goes for an Orthrus.
Good move. Let's see how much this does.
This is going to do a lot more than the last one.
This crits, it probably kills.
Let's see. Get the crit. Let's go.
Crit. Does he block?
35, 35. That's basically like what? Can we do math? 105 plus a crit. No block on the second hit. We do have a 45 on. Ooh, close, close. A great offensive play, though.
I'm trying to everybody. I think he's in a very bad spot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did not want to have Brian have the potential of likely having a shift of his own. Alright, I respect it. Shift Green Oak. Solid. Yeah, you definitely don't like it when you have too much new pips around you, so if you can take it out while still having some value to it, definitely by all means go for it. Set shielding just in case. Maybe he's trying to bait the Frostbite.
Has to be. That's the one you can dump his pips, but he's Steel Wards.
Oh my god, Steel Ward. Yeah, I mean, that was a solid move, but he is open to another hit again. I don't think it kills, though, thanks to that weakness of the Shift Green Oak.
For
But
sure.
he could definitely play for another shield, you know, just to make sure that he can actually combo with some pips.
Good yellow show.
An Earthquake as well, that's
Earthquake,
also
yeah.
very solid.
Giving his pip blade.
No, it's still a good move, though. You know, preventing him to play with the offense here. He still has the field advantage as well, so that's a good move. Yeah, this is definitely going down to the wire for the most part. I do think more than likely Juan most likely will win. That Earthquake play was definitely very good, since if you don't really have much of a defensive play, you might as well go for something that limits their offense, and Earthquake was definitely one of those moves that does give you that potential. He has the health advantage, so he doesn't have to worry about too much.
Yeah, Arctic Zilla does nothing.
Yeah, literally. Imagine with those two blades. Oof. They'll probably would have been equal at health if you just allow him to Arctic Zilla with those two blades.
Getting the info again.
Yeah, very defensive ice pet we got there.
A myth can blade it. Oh,
Yeah,
just
I don't think there's much that Brian can do in this situation, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, he's just trapped.
Pretty low on health. Juan pretty much has a decent amount of health and also has a brace of his own. And
Barely kills.
Barely kills.
Game.
Let's go. That's nice. Very nice.
Good game. Good game. Well, there goes his point. On up 1 point. So I believe that was indeed his first match.
It's a very solid game overall.
Yeah, definitely. It's really cool, man. Go Team Myth. Go Team Myth.